Assalamu Alaikum, and welcome back to QASIM Wisdom. If you're new here, I'm QASIM, and today we're talking about something incredibly powerful, yet so simple. Reciting Ya Muhammad 11 times a day. What if I told you that there's a secret so simple, so powerful, that just 11 words a day could unlock doors of wealth you never even knew existed? No complicated rituals, no long hours, just 11 seconds that could change your financial future forever. Sounds too good to be true. Stay with me, because today I'm sharing a spiritual practice that has transformed the lives of thousands, and it's rooted in a beautiful connection with the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it, why it works, and how to make it part of your daily life for lasting blessings. You might be facing financial difficulties. Maybe you're working hard, but the money just doesn't seem to stretch far enough. Or perhaps you feel stuck, like no matter what you do, your sustenance feels limited. What if I told you that there is a way to open the doors of wealth and blessings that takes less than a minute a day? It's not a magic spell. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a spiritual practice deeply rooted in Islamic tradition. And when done with the right intention, it can change your life. Before we go deeper, if you believe in the power of spirituality and practical Islamic guidance, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any videos. Now, let's get into it. Let's be honest. Money is a concern for most of us. Whether it's paying rent, supporting a family, saving for the future, or just trying to make ends meet, financial pressure can weigh heavily on the heart. In today's world, we're constantly searching for solutions, side hustles, investments, cutting expenses. And while all of that is important, sometimes we forget the most powerful tool we have, our connection with God and His beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. In the Quran, God says, "And whoever fears God, He will make for him a way out and will provide for him from where he does not expect." This verse reminds us that true provision comes from God. But how do we unlock that unseen door of sustenance? One of the ways the righteous have taught us is through sending blessings upon the Prophet, and specifically through calling upon God by the honor of His messenger. Ya Muhammad simply means, O Muhammad. When we call out Ya Muhammad, we are not worshiping the Prophet, far from it. We are using his blessed name as a means of drawing closer to God, because God Himself has honored the Prophet Muhammad above all of creation. This practice is rooted in the concept of seeking nearness to God through the status of His beloved Prophet. The scholars explain that when a believer recites Ya Muhammad with deep love, reverence, and the intention of seeking God's mercy, God sends blessings upon that person and opens doors of mercy, including blessing and wealth. There's a famous saying of Imam al-Shafi'i, may God have mercy on him, who said, "I use the family of the Prophet as my means to God." Many righteous people have consistently recited blessings and called upon the Prophet's name as a means of receiving God's favors. Now let's get to the practical part. The practice is very simple. Step 1. Purify your intention. Before you begin, remind yourself that you are doing this for the sake of God. You are not calling upon the Prophet independently. You are using his blessed name as a means to ask God for his generosity. Sincerity is key. Step 2. Choose a clean time and place. While you can recite this anytime, the best times are after the dawn prayer, after the sunset prayer, or before sleeping. The early morning is especially blessed for seeking sustenance. Step 3. Recite Ya Muhammad 11 times. It's as simple as that. Say Ya Muhammad 11 times. You can use prayer beads or simply count on your fingers. But here's the secret that many people miss. Do it with presence of heart. Don't just move your tongue. When you say Ya Muhammad, imagine the love of the Prophet filling your heart. Feel that you are standing in need of God, and through the honor of the Prophet, you are asking your Lord to grant you abundance. Step 4. Follow it with supplication. After completing the 11 recitations, raise your hands and make supplication. Say something like, "O God, by the honor of your beloved Prophet Muhammad, bless my wealth, grant me lawful provision, and open for me the doors of blessing." Step 5. Consistency is the key. Do this every single day without fail. Many spiritual mentors recommend doing it for 40 days straight to see lasting changes. It's not a magic spell. It's a spiritual discipline that transforms your relationship with God. And when your relationship with God improves, so does your provision. You might be wondering, how can reciting a name 11 times bring wealth? It sounds too simple, right? Let me explain. In Islam, provision is not just about money. It's about everything that benefits you. And the greatest provision is spiritual connection. When you regularly send blessings and honor the Prophet, several things happen. First, your heart softens. You become less attached to the world and more trusting in God. That trust reduces anxiety and opens your mind to opportunities you previously overlooked. Second, blessing enters your time and money. You start noticing that your earnings stretch further, your expenses decrease, and unexpected doors of income open. Third, you attract good. When you are constantly in a state of remembrance, you become a magnet for blessings. People speak well of you, opportunities come through networks, and God sends provision from sources you never imagined. Fourth, the Prophet intercedes for his community. The Prophet himself said that the one who sends blessings upon him will receive his intercession on the day of judgment. But even in this life, the love of the Prophet brings tangible mercy. I want to share a story, not to exaggerate, but to show you how real this is. A brother I know was going through a severe financial crisis. He had lost his job, debts were piling up, and he felt helpless. Someone advised him to recite Ya Muhammad 11 times every morning and evening with full conviction. He started doing it, not as a ritual, but with deep faith that God would honor his prophet's status. Within 2 weeks, he received a call from an old colleague offering him a remote job, something he hadn't even applied for. Within a month, his situation had completely turned around. He told me, it wasn't just the money, it was the peace that came first. I stopped worrying, and then the provision came. This is the pattern. When you connect with God through his prophet, the anxiety lifts, and then the provision flows. I've seen similar stories in my own life and among subscribers. Now, before I go further, I want to address something important. YouTube's policies require that we do not make false promises or guarantee specific financial results. So let me be very clear. This video is intended for spiritual education and motivation based on Islamic teachings. The practice of reciting Ya Muhammad is a form of sending blessings and seeking nearness to God. It does not replace practical effort. You still need to work, plan, and take lawful means. This practice is a way to invite blessing into the efforts you're already making. Also, from an Islamic perspective, we must never believe that any name or phrase has power on its own. All power belongs to God alone. We recite Ya Muhammad as a means, not as an independent cause. Our reliance is solely on God. If you keep that intention pure, this practice remains within the boundaries of Islamic tradition. To get the most out of this practice, here are a few extra tips. Combine it with sending blessings. Before saying Ya Muhammad 11 times, recite O God, send blessings upon Muhammad 3 times. This amplifies the blessing. Give charity. The Prophet said, "Charity does not decrease wealth. Even a small amount given regularly opens doors." Be consistent. Don't do it for 3 days and stop. Consistency shows God your sincerity. Make it a family practice. Encourage your spouse and children to join. Blessings multiply in a home where remembrance is alive. Stay away from unlawful income. If your earnings involve interest, fraud, or anything forbidden, no practice will bring lasting blessing. Clean your income, and the blessings will come. If you found this video beneficial, please like it and share it with someone who might be struggling financially or spiritually. Sometimes a simple video like this can be the turning point in someone's life. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for QASIM Wisdom. We regularly upload content on spiritual growth, Islamic practices, and practical advice to help you live a blessed, balanced life. Also, let me know in the comments, have you ever tried this practice or any other practice to increase your provision? Share your experience. Your story might inspire someone else. To conclude, remember, wealth is not just about money. It's about contentment, health, peace, and the ability to give. When you align your heart with God and His messenger, everything else falls into place. I want to leave you with a short supplication. O God, I ask you for abundant, pure, and blessed provision. By the honor of your Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Make this supplication with certainty and take one small step today. Recite Ya Muhammad 11 times with love in your heart, and watch how God transforms your situation. Thank you for watching. Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.